Hello everyone and welcome to my channel once again. So after a bit of a break due to my university exams, I am bringing you yet another PoE2 video, and this time around we are gonna have a look at Simulacrum T4, because after going through the comments, I noticed that is the content most people are asking about, because that's the content they are struggling with, and they are asking for a guide on how to defeat Simulacrum, especially when running my build. So, well, today I'm gonna show you. I was gonna say that I hope I didn't forget my keybinds and shit after not playing the game for 2 weeks, because I haven't played since making the guide. And then I realized that the only keybind you really need is right click, because that's where I have my spark. So, but yeah, either way, there are I would say many ways to play Simulacrum, but I definitely suggest adjusting to the waves. Okay, so right now I have less effect of curses, right? But if I, for example, had extra elemental resistances, then I always have extra support gems in my inventory. Usually I play electrocute instead of considered casting. And then considered casting I'll just put away. So that's what I'm usually playing, because this gives you so much survivability. Now all of the shock is applied through our Orb of Storms anyway, so we don't really need to apply shock through Spark. And having electrocute makes this so much easier, because you just immediately CC every single minion on the map, so nothing even moves. So that's one way if you want to go, you know, a bit more defensive way. And then I always have lightning penetration. I always love lightning penetration in my inventory as well, in case that the negative effects were like extra elemental resistances, right? And then I don't really do anything too crazy. I put down my buffs, then I start using sparks, put down, you know, Orb of Storms, and yeah, that's it. And then I just stand in the middle and press spark. Now, of course, I got the Maelstrom Ultimate Flask. I kinda lost a lot of mana regen with my recent item changes, but as you can see, it's still pretty damn chill. Like nothing's really happening. Nothing can even come on. I want to loot. Move, bitch. What is this? How do I loot? Okay. But yeah, electrocute is just super powerful. Bro, what is... Okay. As nothing will really reach you. I mean, there's that one map, right, that's like super scuffed, and there it can be a little crazy. But any other map, you're just chilling in the middle. Just chilling in the middle. And yeah, we will just finish every single wave like this. Extra damage of skull, blah blah blah. Monsters are armored. Doesn't really matter for us. I usually press my mana potion when I have like a half of mana. And also, like, the bosses, the time where they spawn are scripted. It's, you know, always the same time. At least it feels like it. So I tend to refresh my buffs after, like, you know, I would say 10 seconds, so that I can make sure that I do not go on weapon 2. I don't even remember how to swap weapons. Ah, good. like at the same moment when they spawn, right? Because if that happened, I would probably die. Okay, start sparking while walking towards the middle, so that, you know, our spark is already covering the whole map. And now is kind of the time when I refresh my buffs, get my mana up, and yeah, that's it. I mean, we didn't really get anything extra. See, monster elemental resistances. So I will immediately go for a lightning penetration. Otherwise I would be doing like, you know, no damage to them. I think this is the time where we get the first boss. Or at least I feel like we should be getting it. So refresh our buffs so that we make sure they stay the whole time. And bam. This never gets old. It's just so funny. But yeah, this is the this is the power of this is the power of cast on shock, right? So you don't really generate much of it against like the normal mobs, but the second it's unique mobs, it's just like one spark and you go from 0 to 100, right? And so because we already have all of the spark projectiles on the map, basically the second the bosses spawn, it's already over. They just like immediately die. Now I am not saying that you cannot die as well, okay? Like I would say 1 in 10 I sometimes die if you get like a really bad overlap with the negative effects, with like monster attack speed, cast speed, elemental resistances, reduced effect of curses, like everything that just reduces your damage and increases the damage and speed of the monsters, right? Because then what can happen is that the bosses, like the exact second, like not second, minute, like millisecond, when they spawn, they immediately cast, right? And if you are unlucky and they immediately cast, plus you proc cast of shock, which will cost you quite a bit of mana, it can happen that you just get one shot, right? Like just two bosses insta casting on you, and you know, losing half of your mana because cast on shock procced. So it can get scuffed. I'm not saying it cannot, but most of the time I would say it's pretty chill. Die forgotten. Refresh buffs. But yeah, I would say for T4 Simulacrum, like the Maelstrom flask is pretty much mandatory. Or like it doesn't, like it isn't mandatory, but if you're like myself and you didn't really get a lot of mana regen, which you can get a shit ton of, but I'm pretty low. When I'm moving, it's 1500, you know. A lot of people are like at 2000 or even above 2000 if they are playing mana stacking build. But I don't really have any mana regen on any of my items apart from rings, and the rings are literally carrying me, right? like super carrying me, because combined with ingenuity, I get shit ton of mana regen from my rings. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. I definitely wouldn't mind getting some more. Like, it would help me a ton. Okay, refresh buffs about now. Yeah, like I said, like the second the boss spawns, dies. There's nothing in between, because the whole map is just you know, covered with spark projectiles. So it's really OP. I don't think. I mean, I don't really know much of the other builds, right? But I can imagine that Spark is probably the best ability you can get for Simulacrum, simply because of this. Because you just cover the whole map before anything even spawns with your projectiles, and then when something spawns, it just immediately dies. Like, immediately. See, I just never release. I never release my. What is this? Why does it say I didn't finish it? What? What was that? Okay, I was confused there. I was definitely confused with that. But yeah, I just never release. I never release my keybind for Spark, and I just, you know, keep on attacking. Now this one is probably the worst. Like, you will be pushed around a lot in this one. This is definitely the scariest part of Simulacrum, because they literally spawn on your face and they just push you around, right? But yeah, still managed to do just fine. Okay, something dropped, but I have pretty damn strict loot filter. I forgot to change it actually. Where is it? Interface? No, game. Yeah. I usually use like semi-strict. I think, yeah, I usually use semi-strict. I probably lost a lot of items, a lot of possible bases for crafting, etc. More monster life, more movement speed. That kind of sucks. Like, movement speed, attack speed, cast speed, more life, and sometimes you can get more life, reduced effect of curses, more elemental resistances, and cast speed together. That's just insane. That's just like, that's the worst thing that can happen. Like literally, there's nothing worse. Okay. I don't think I need to comment on this further. Again, gonna refresh buffs around now. But yeah, it's the same thing over and over and over and over. See? This was not a bad, I mean, not a good overlap. We still got hit before the boss died, and we procced cast on choke, so we lost like 60% mana within half a second. And I mean you can make up for this, right? By, well, playing better. You are allowed to use dodge and dodge stuff or you know, stuff like that, but I just stand in the middle and just keep on casting and pressing my Maelstrom potion, and I just spray. Less effect of curses, more monster life. Yeah, it's like... Okay. Jesus. Okay. Like I said, I don't know whether it's like 10 seconds, 15 seconds into the fight where I refresh my buffs. And yeah, you don't want to refresh your buffs and have the boss spawn at the same time, right? But there's like a moment, like you can see I'm waiting for that moment where there's like 1 to 2 seconds where there are no mobs spawning, and that's where you want to refresh your buffs. And then like 5 seconds after, the boss is gonna appear. So that's how you have to do it, or that's how I do it, okay? And yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know. More life, more speed, energy shield, annoying. And about... oh, that was not a good time. That didn't work out as much as I... or like as well as I wanted. Yeah, I don't even see the I don't even see the AoEs hitting me, because it's like under all of my AoEs. Is insane. I wish every single game followed the Elder Scrolls Online. The way they have it is that you can color enemy ground effects like whatever in whatever color you want. So you can have it like bright pink, you know. Is it ugly? Yes, kind of. But is it absolutely superior? Yes. It's like you can, well, never get you can never get hit, because, well, you can easily see it, you know. It's like really, really good. And about now. This is just so OP. But yeah, okay, something dropped. What is this? Distal isolation. Is it good? Is this the most expensive one? Wait. Easy to see if it's the most expensive one. Double isolation? I think it is. I think it's the most expensive one. Or is it suffering? Well, either way, I take it, baby. I have 0 divines and like 200 200 exalted. So thank you. Don't mind if I do. Wait, are we? Oh, we're completely full. Okay, stash, dump. Bam, bam, bam. Just gonna put everything there. Can actually put this into currency. Okay, okay. Nice. And this is dump again. No! Okay, in the last wave, more damage, more life, less effect of curses, and extra max life as energy shield. Yeah, that's like... these overlaps of enemy defenses are never good. I mean, if you are a bit more rich than I am, which is probably everyone, considering I have 0 divides, then this is still like nothing, right? Like there are people following my build that are reporting 10,000 mana because, well, they got way better gear than I have, and playing like attribute warrior for increased intelligence, and they have like 800 plus intelligence. But yeah, that's probably never happening for me. But yeah. And look, now I'm gonna die on the last wave, and it's gonna be the cringiest video ever. I'm gonna be like chill, and then I'm gonna be like boo. Okay, they are about to spawn soon. Now. And they're dead. Done. So yeah, Simulacrum T4 for you. Kinda chill, I would say. And I didn't even slot in back my electrocute to have the extra defense value, right? That's why the monsters were actually able to jump on me and do some damage or push me around a little, because I forgot to slot in electrocute back. So could have played it a lot better than is this? No, that's advanced. Could have played it, you know, a lot better than I did. And yeah, so just, you know, to sum it up again, I do recommend electrocute, kind of like at all times, unless they have the extra elemental resistances, because this just makes you immortal. Okay, like literally this will just kind of make you immortal. And if they have the elemental resistances, then definitely elemental penetration. Otherwise, you will be doing like no damage, unless you already have your spark scaled to insane values, right? So yeah, this is kind of like the only change that I make for Simulacrum, and I can't recommend the Maelstrom Ultimate Flask more. Like this is the absolute best item, kinda. I mean, all of the items are good, and you know, like the absolute best item I would say is Ingenuity. Like if you can only decide, like if you can only get like one unique item, then Ingenuity should, in my opinion, always be the first choice. And then, you know, unless you have something crazy like the Dream Fragment, then Warrior. Okay, but the value you get out of Ingenuity, that's basically based on the percentage that you have, right? That's basically like getting another 1.5 rings. And there's just massive amounts of stats, just absolutely massive. And if you get like 2 breach rings, or just very good, you know, rings that got like 250 and higher mana, intelligence, etc., then you can get like 120 intelligence, you know, just from like 2 rings and the belt plus the mana and everything. So absolutely insane. But then the Melting Maelstrom, you know, that's a lifesaver. That's like, once you have this, you no longer pay attention to the game, kind of. You just keep on pressing the mana flask, and that's it. You know, you're always full mana, and it only consumes 10 out of 75 charges. And you know, you keep refreshing it by killing enemies. So this is, you always have the charge to use this. So definitely a huge value. And yeah, if you're you know, playing this variation of my build, or maybe even, you know, not my build but some other build, then you can afford to get rid of some mana regen, thanks to the Maelstrom Ultimate Flask, right? So insane value for the mana flask. And I have been yapping again for the past 5 minutes, so I do hope that this video kinda kind of helped you how to play Simulacrum, because as I said, most of the comments are, bro, how do I play Simulacrum T4? There are some comments, you know, asking for like T15 maps, but T15 maps are, yeah, you just press spark and move forward, and that's kind of it. You know, one spark will kill everything. And I would first have to be really lucky and get like a map with 10 breaches for it to be, I would say, for it to be an interesting map. So when I get that, I will definitely make that gameplay as well. I mean, if you want, then I can do like any kind of, you know, T15 map. T16 I will, you know, corrupt it, and hopefully also find like corrupted you know, area, and then I will up the level so that we are doing T18, like T18, right? So so that's what I'm gonna try and do, but nothing really changes. You just do this. The monsters in T15 maps don't really have a lot of life. They don't really have a lot of damage when you reach the point of the game where I'm in. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, you know, if you're interested in just like kind of any map in T18 difficulty, or if you want me to find some 10 breaches, 8 breaches map or something like that to make it interesting, to watch. For now, again, I hope this video has helped you, you know, put down your buffs, put down your Orbo Storm, stand in the middle, press your ultimate mana plus, and keep your spark pressed down, and that's it. That's kind of it, you know. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Ciao!